Welcome to Menu Monday. New recipes every Monday. Stuck in that cooking rut? I've been there. Come join me and try some new things. I have fun in the kitchen and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get cooking. Today we're going to do an Asian style pork tenderloin. This is done in the Instant Pot. First thing you do is add all your ingredients. I'm starting with my carrots, and while I do this, I want to let you know that if this is your first video, at the end of each recipe segment I will have the ingredients listed, so you could do a screenshot if you want to take that to the grocery store. On our website, rvlifeintheusa.com, I have all the ingredients and directions for all the recipes shared today on the blog post Menu Monday 7620. You'll find plenty of other Menu Mondays on the website also, so feel free to go through. You might find some other things you may want to try. Now I'm adding the sauces. Now this did also call for an onion. I did not have an onion, so you may have seen me recently. I just put some dried onions in there, as that's all I had to complete this. Okay, now we've got everything else in there. We're going to get our pork loin in. I had a really big pork loin, so I'm going to cut mine up. And then after it's cooked, I'm going to shred it. If you have a smaller pork loin, you can certainly leave it whole. And you'll see me cutting off as much fat as I can. And then we just get everything into the pot and we'll mix it all together so the pork loin can soak up some of those wonderful flavors we've put in there. Okay, now we've got all the pork in there. We'll mix this all together. I'll give you a closer look too of what we've got going on here. Okay, there's what it looks like. Just coating it all with the sauces. Then we're going to put the lid on. We set it to sealing. And then time is 25 minutes. Now it will take time to come to pressure, and then it will count down the 25 minutes. Once that's counted down, you want to do a natural release instead of a quick release, and that will ensure your meat is very tender. Once all the pressures naturally come down, you can remove the lid and allow it to set for approximately 5 minutes. Now I served mine over noodles, but you could also do quinoa, steamed rice, even pasta. So this is what it looks like after I've shredded the pork. And I'll have the finished plate very shortly. And this is what it looked like. Lots and lots of flavor. This is about our 4th or 5th time having this. We love it. And here are your ingredients. Our next recipe is a new one. It's French dip sandwiches, and this turned out fantastic. It's another Instant Pot recipe, so of course very simple. The first thing I did is I cut all the excess fat off of our chuck steaks. After removing the fat, you just place it in the Instant Pot. Okay, I'm going to get my onion cut up. It says to very thinly slice this. Alright, let's get this onion in. Okay, next we're going to add our beef broth. Again, don't forget all the measurements at the end of this video clip and also on the website. And that will be linked in the description box below. Our Worcestershire sauce. Garlic powder. A bay leaf. And then some salt and pepper. Alright, after this we're going to cover it and set the Instant Pot to sealing. We're going to put a timer on there of 30 minutes and then we let the pressure release naturally because again it's meat and it'll help it be more tender. Now you're going to remove the beef and place it on a cutting board and slice or shred the meat. Now my meat had gotten so tender I was having trouble trying to get it out. So the next step is to strain the liquid in the Instant Pot so that you get the onions. So what I decided to do is go ahead and strain it and then pull the rest of the meat that I couldn't really get out with the tongs from the strained mixture, leaving just the onions, and I got the rest of the meat to shred. And as you can see, there's meat in there, so you'll see me pick that out and help separate it. Now whenever I go to a sub joint, whether it be like Subway or Firehouse Subs, my favorite sandwich is the roast beef with the au jus sauce, and this tasted just like it came from a sub shop. It was absolutely wonderful. Big Daddy enjoyed it just as much. I toasted it, and then he put mayonnaise on his, which I did not do, but he said he liked it better with the mayonnaise, so play with it, see what you like. but I really suggest trying this. It's really, really good. Definitely going back on our rotation, that's for sure. Now, of course, the rolls, not so carb friendly, but as we've kind of fallen off of our diet a little bit since the stores have been short on some of the things we used for our low carb. When things get back to normal, we will most likely go back to low carb, but this was an absolute fabulous meal if you don't have to be restricted. You could obviously put this on a low carb wrap. Don't think you get the same effect, but I might try that if I was low carb. So once you get the meat shredded up, you put it back in the Instant Pot. There's our onions, and there's our sauce. So I've got the roll, I've put the meat on it. Now I'm going to add some onion. I'm adding the cheese. The options were provolone or Swiss, and I had both. So Big Daddy, I think, had provolone, and I had Swiss. You use your cheese of choice. So I've got the oven heated up to broil. This has been toasted. Now I'm going to get it onto the plate. I'm going to take my ramekin and I'm going to fill that with the sauce. I apologize, the juice, the dipping juice for the sandwich. And then on the plate, I'm going to add some chips, just like they do at the sub shop. And there was dinner tonight. Absolutely delicious. And there are your ingredients. Today we're doing Hawaiian chicken. This one goes in the crock pot. This was wonderful because I had a whole day where I was going to be out of the house and not get home till, I think it was like 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. So I put this on before I left. Of course, when I got home, it was ready. So we're going to add, well, first of all, we're going to drain the mandarin oranges and the pineapple. And then we just add all the ingredients, which I'll have at the end of this clip and on the website, into the pot and mix it. It couldn't be easier. So the first thing is the boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm just going to wash those. Okay, we pat those dry and get those into the slow cooker. Alright, get the hands washed and moving on. We're going to put the pineapples in. These are sliced and they stay whole. Next to the mandarin oranges, I just sprinkled these around. We have some cornstarch. A little brown sugar. Some lemon juice, some salt, and I use the Himalayan pink salt, some ginger, and then we're going to give this a good mix. Now you can cover this and cook it on high for 3 hours, but being that I was going to be gone all day, I did it on low for 8 hours. We had some cucumbers on the side, covered in Italian dressing. The boys have been busy this day in the garden picking vegetables. You'll see that clip at the end of today's video. But they were delicious and a perfect pairing with this recipe. There are your ingredients. I hope you try it. Today we're having hogs in a sleeping bag, aka pigs in a blanket on steroids. This is a recipe that I used to cook back in the Sticks and Bricks years ago, and I had kind of forgotten about it. And I was going through my recipes the other day and I saw it, and Big Daddy says, "Oh, let's have that." He loves these. And honestly, I don't think we've had them for about 3 or 4 years. So, time to do it again. Your guys will love these, and it's so simple too. That's the great thing. So it says to cut these sausage pieces into 6 4-inch slices. Well, that didn't work for me, so I ended up just cutting them so that they will fit evenly in the pastry sheets, which you have 2 sheets. You cut each one into 3 pieces, so you've got 6 hogs in their sleeping bags. Just roll them up, put them on a baking sheet. I was using the air fryer function for this, but they'll cook just as well on a baking sheet in the oven. I've done it both ways. Okay, now you want to take an egg and beat that in a small dish. And we're going to brush this on the pastry liberally. Okay, we're going to bake this in the oven for 20 minutes. I did pull them out halfway through and turn them over since I was air frying. You may want to do that in the oven also on a baking sheet just so they get browned evenly. Alright, these are all done. You can serve these with mustard, barbecue sauce, anything that you like with a hot dog. Or should I say a hog? We had ours with a side of, they were cauliflower fries, and I just put them in the second fryer basket when the hogs were almost cooked. We had ours with a honey mustard dressing on the side. Really, really good. Give it a try. Super simple, even for lunch. And now coming up, not a recipe, but the boys' garden haul.
Doing it? Yeah. Don't get her done.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Just get the hide off of it. That's all. All right, when you get the hide off of it, give it to me.
I got it. One more.
Okay.
There we go. That's done.
All right.
And it's time for this one now. What, Papa? Or scrape it.
Yep, scrape it.
Okay. What? Oh, I got it. I just got it.
Hurt your finger?
No. I just did it on play.
Peppers go in a jar too.
Wait, so we're not going to do them tomorrow?
We're not going to do them today. Mimi's home.
We got some vegetables.
How much more you got out there? Huh?
I don't drink that milk.
That milk ain't no good.
I got you some new milk. You've been busy in the garden, haven't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Are you mad?
No, it smells lovely. Oh, I smell like cucumbers, I think.
Yeah. See, I told you. Obviously, you won't be mad.
Why would I be mad?
Because we thought you wouldn't be mad because we're going to miss.
Did you notice anything happening?
Filming?
Yeah.
What are you filming? Are you doing a video?
Yeah.
You didn't tell them to like and subscribe or nothing.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, we did the video about you.
About me?
Yeah.
I don't know how you get that about her.
China, that's not your head. This is yours.
I need to. Oh, yeah.
All right, watch it.
Hey,
I got you all sorts of stuff, actually.
you did?
Yeah. You're going to be happy with me. I got you this.
Yay! Now one. Yay.
I got you these.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for those. We ran
I
out.
got you these
Oh, cool.
for breakfast. I got you fruit roll-ups and gushers. I got you these.
Oh, yeah, we ran out of those.
And then we're going to make a cake. You and I tomorrow.
What?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
And I got some chips.
Chips? What is this going to?
I think you have to cut that thing open. Yeah, here's the crust. And then we have to make the filling with some whipped cream and...
Well, we're gonna do these cucumbers for now.
Yeah. There's a pepper. I hope everybody enjoyed this week's Menu Monday. More meals that I had not done before, some I have. But I love trying new things. If you have a recipe that you'd like to share with me, that would be great. Please put it in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If this is the first video you've ever seen, please consider subscribing. It's free. We have fun. We do cooking and travel videos. My husband is a industrial pipe fitter, and we travel job to job around the country. And while we're there, we visit around the area. We never know where we're going next, but that's the fun part of it. Alright, well, I'll see you next Monday, if not before. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful week. Love you. Bye-bye.